back to my channel. I hope you're all okay. So today I have a prom tutorial, hence the crown. I don't just sleep in it, sometimes I do. So today I have a prom tutorial. It's going to be a very in-depth prom tutorial. It is drugstore, it is affordable, it is gold, it is bronzy, it is highlighty, it is soft, it is beautiful. I hope you guys love it. If you are interested in how to get this look, then please keep watching. So I'm first going to start off by priming my face using the Nivea Men Aftershave Sensitive Cooling Balm. And then I'm just going to be rubbing this and massaging this into the face until it gets tacky. If you want your makeup to stay on for as long as possible, this primer is the best primer you can use for that. I've not come across another primer that actually has makeup stick to it. I don't know if it's because I just have like normal skin, I don't get oily or dry. So I just use primers that like luminize and moisturize instead. But this primer is the best I have come across. I thank Nikki's Tutorials from the high heavens above for discovering this and bringing it into the YouTube world, because makeup games have not been the same since. And because I personally suffer from pores and fine lines, I'm going to be going in with the NYX Pore Filler, and I'm just going to be applying this on my targeted areas. I'm not really a big fan of this primer. I don't like the formula, I don't like the feel of it, but it's the only drugstore pore filling one I have. And as this is a drugstore one, I had to use it. Mine kind of just like flakes away, like I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. It's just kind of like bitty and like really not like amazing quality kind of thing. But you know, being a drugstore tutorial and that, we have to make some sacrifices. So once I get to my base down, I usually move on to my eyebrows. The reason why I do my eyebrows before my foundation is, one, it's just like how I do it, it's a creature of habit, and two, I feel like when I put foundation on and I try to do my brows, it doesn't give the colour that I want, and it's also really slimy and like slidey, and it's just not a cute situation for me. So if you don't do it like that and you do your eyebrows after or anything, then you go ahead, whatever works best for you, but this is just the way that I do it. So I just comb them through with a spoolie just so that they're all going in the same direction. And then the brow pomade I'm using today is from the brand Freedom, and this is the shade Dark Brown. And I personally just start at the bottom of the brow and then just kind of flick around and just create the shape that I want. I will leave a full brow tutorial in the down bar down below. And then I like to go in and just tidy them up in case I've made like a mistake or they've gone too thick, and just to highlight them in general. And for that I'm going to go in with the Freedom Pro Strobe Cream Palette, and I'm just going to be taking the yellowy shade right here. I'm going to go in and correct my under eye circles using the Kiko Full Coverage Concealer in the shade 01. And this is just like a pink tone concealer, so it's just going to really brighten the under eye. I'm also just going to take this on the lids just to conceal there too. So the first shadow I'm going to go into is Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek, and I'm taking this on a large fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to be buffing this in and around the crease area. I'm then going to go into Makeup Geek's Tiki Hut, which is becoming a fave very fast. And I'm taking that in the Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just going to be lightly buffing that into the crease. So these two are our transition colours, which means when we put on dark shades, it's not just going to be a random dark shade. There will be a medium of other colours that help blend it and make it look just like it's just naturally glided on. And then just the same with the other eye. If any of you guys are going to prom, please show me what you're wearing. I would love to see it. I'm then going to go into the I Heart Makeup I Heart Chocolate Palette, and I'm just going to take this brown here, and that is going to be on the ZOEVA 227 Luxe Definer brush. And I'm just going to be focusing this on the outer corner mainly, kind of using circular motions. And then I feel like once I got as much pigmentation as I can, just slowly take that into the crease as well. So again, I just kind of like pat it on the outer corner first, and then just do circular motions to blend it in. If you guys wanted to use tape, you can. I'm just going to use a wipe at the end. I'm then going to go into Makeup Revolution's Rose Gold, and I'm just going to be popping this on the inner corner and taking it just about halfway. So I'm just going to pop this in the inner corner first to get the most amount of pigmentation, and then take it about halfway. Now you can leave it here if you want, but I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Eyeshadow in the shade Iced Latte, and I'm just going to be packing that on top, just to kind of set it and make it just a tad bit more intense, and just flick it out a little bit further. And then we'll go in with that darkest brown from the I Heart Makeup palette, which is this one, with the ZOEVA 224 Luxe Define Crease Brush. And then I'm going to angle the brush pointing up, and I'm just going to be applying that in the outer corner, just for some depth and definition. And then whatever's left over on the brush, I'm just going to take slightly into the crease. So again, just pointing the brush up, popping that in the outer corner, and then just sweeping that as well into the crease. And then I also use this opportunity just to sharpen up the side. I'm then going to go in and line my eyes using the NYX Liquid Matte Thing and the L'Oreal Super Liner. I'm then going to go in and line my eyes. I'm going to be adding a black liner to the top lashes and then a brown liner to the bottom. So I just look down and push the pencil against my eye. And these are the Makeup Geek liners. I'm going to go in and curl my lashes and add mascara. I'll be using the L'Oreal False Sculpt Mascara. And the lashes I'm using today are these, and these are the Vegas lashes by Backstage Lashes. And you can use the code SophieBBeauty10 for some money off. I am going to go in with a bit of the L'Oreal Lumi Magique, just because I like to have a bit more of a glowy, iridescent base, but don't feel like you have to. I always tend to go OTT with my base. The foundation I'm using today is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me. I'm going to be buffing that out with the Morphe M439 brush. And this foundation is available in the UK now. It's just in a different bottle to mine. I think it's in like a squeezy tube. So if you're interested, check it out. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Eraser Eye for my under eye. And I'm going to be patting that in with a damp beauty blender as well, just to help brighten and lift. To cream contour, I'm going to go in with an oldie but a goodie for me. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Stick Foundation in the shade 355 Coconut. I honest to God used to use this so much, and I completely forgot about it, and I saw it in my drawer and I was like, oh yes. This was like my OG cream contour. I'm going to go in with a flat shader brush first, just to buff out my lip and my nose. And then I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and just squirt some setting spray on it. And I'm going to buff out my face contour. When you're buffing out your cheek, you want to go up. I bring mine quite close to my mouth just because it helps shape my face a lot better. I just have a really round face, so anything that makes it just shape better, I will do. Then I'm going to go in and cream highlight my face using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 10. And I'm going to put this on my cupid bow. the tip of my nose, in between and above my brows, and then on the sides of my nose going under my eye. I put it on the side of my nose because it really helps your nose come across a lot skinnier, and that's what I'm all about, boo boo. Just snatch everything. And I'm going to go in and blend that out with my damp beauty blender. And I love using a beauty blender because I love the finish it gives, and I love how much product it absorbs, so you don't have a lot of it just sitting on your face. It does get absorbed by the beauty blender. To set my highlight areas, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette and just take the yellowy banana shade. And I'm just going to go in and set my highlight areas with this powder. So I've done my under eyes, under my contour, Cupid's bow. I set my chin, even though I don't put any highlight there. I do set it with a lighter colour. The tip of my nose, in between and above the brows. To set my face, I'm going to go in with the Milani's Minerals Compact Makeup in the shade Medium. I'm just going to go around everywhere else with this. It's so important to set your face on your prom day. So the first thing I'm going to do is set my brows using the L'Oreal Brow Plumper. I use this after my powders just because I don't like using it before in case any powders get in my brows and it goes like a weird ashy kind of colour. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go over that liner where the lash band is, and in case any of our concealer or foundation or powder got rid of our wing. So I'm going to go back into that I Heart Makeup palette and just take this medium brown here with a Zoeva Luxe Smoky Shader Brush. And I'm just going to be rubbing this against the lower lash line, just to add some depth and definition into the bottom lash. And then I'm going to go in with the darker brown and just stick this on like the outer third. And then I'm going to go in with the Kiko eyeshadow into 08 with a pencil brush and just highlight my inner corners and under my brow bone as well. I'm just going to add a quick coat of lower lash mascara. To bronze my face, I'm going to go in with the NYX Matte Bronzer in the shade Deep Tan. And I'm just going to bronze on my face. Add a bit more colour. If you don't feel comfortable contouring or you don't want to do it, just using a bronzer in more of a precise way, like going like this, will really help kind of give your face a bit more of a definition. But for all of my contouring children, I'm going to be going in with Makeup Geek's Complicated, and I'm just going to be putting my contour there. I used to bring it quite further down, but I kind of do that with my bronzer now instead. And then I will go in with a Zoeva 220 brush and do my nose this way, which is my favourite way of doing my nose now. I don't think I will ever change doing my nose like this anymore. I love it. The blush I'm using today is Milani's Luminoso. I can never remember if it's like Illumoso or what. And I'm just going to be applying that to the cheeks. I bring mine back to the hairline because when you put blush on in like a stripish kind of way, like a straight line, it really helps bring the face again like in. If you just put on the apples of your cheek, for me it's just going to make my face look really chubby and really circular. And if I wanted that, I just wouldn't put any makeup on. For me, makeup is all about how I could look, how I can look, what I could look like. It's like an alter ego in a way. If I wanted to do things that were just going to make my natural features just stay there, then I wouldn't wear makeup. Do you know what I mean? I like to see what I can look like, what the difference would be. To highlight my face, I'm going to go back in with that Kiko eyeshadow in the shade 208. And I'm just going to be applying this. I first start at like the corner of my eye because I have like a bone here that's just chilling, just doing whatever it's doing. And then I kind of bring the excess of my product down. I do put it on the apples of my cheek just because I feel like at that point you can literally just follow the highlight trail kind of. And that's what I like. I'm about that life. So again, I just start at the corner of my eye. That's where I put like my first amount of product. Where you put your brush the first time is where you're going to get the most amount of product. The rest of it is just leftovers, is what I call it. And then once I've distributed it there, I'm going to just put it on my cheek. Just put it on the apples of my cheek and then back to the hairline. So as you guys can see, you kind of like follow the highlight. I just always glow. My Cupid brow, the tip of the nose, which is my absolute favourite one to do. Don't know why, just love it. In between the brows. And doing it at the tip of the nose and in between the brows and not putting anything here is really going to help the nose lift up and just look like thinner and lifted, which is, again, what I am all about. I'm going to go in and set my face. I am using Urban Decay because the ones from the drugstore do break me out. Just use whichever one you want. For lips, I'm going to go for a gloss just because I think that glosses look the most prettiest. And I think in prom, if you're like dancing and smiling and talking to so many different people and drinking and eating and all this, you can kind of get your cracks in your matte liquid lip or anything like that. So I like to do a gloss just because it's just forever shiny and you look more glowy and more like, I think that glosses just look more fresh anyway. So that's the reason why I'm doing a gloss. You can do whatever you want. Like I said, this whole video, you can adapt things and change things however you want. I just love a glossy lip in general. I'm going to start with Rimmel's lip liner in the shade Cappuccino. Line my lip. And I'm also going to fill them in. And the lipstick I'm using today is from Maybelline and this is the shade 107 Fairly Bare. And then for gloss, I'm going to go in with NYX's Beige Pearl. So then this is the completed look, guys. This is my first edition of my prom tutorials. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then please give it a thumbs up. I am doing a couple more, so don't worry. If you guys want a specific one, then please let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, guys, I will see you guys very soon. Bye.